Working out can be such a drag, right? No, actually, it can be pretty great. Join me in today's video as I show you how working out can be fun and easy to fit in with a busy schedule. So people often ask me, since I'm a health coach, yoga instructor, and a dancer, they ask me like, so do you just love working out? And the answer is yes and no. So like most people, I have that initial resistance to working out, like, oh, I have to go work out. But once I get started, I do actually enjoy it. And there are reasons for that. I make it enjoyable. So we're going to talk through today some of my favorite strategies for making workouts fun and easy to fit in with a busy schedule. And stick around for the last one because that's my favorite. So my number one strategy for making workouts fun is first starting out with mindset. So it may seem like a very simple thing, but actually it makes a huge difference. So instead of saying to yourself, I have to work out, ugh, I have to work out. Instead of saying that, I get to work out. So it's a little shift, but actually it makes a huge difference. And I'll tell you when I discovered this and how effective it actually is. So when I first gave birth to my daughter's now 6 years old, but when I first gave birth to her, it was not easy to find any kind of personal time whatsoever. And I was postpartum and I really wanted to get back into shape. So working out actually did become this privilege. And my husband and I were both really tired, and he was working all day and I was with the baby all day. So we would give each other this like gift of time. And sometimes it was only 15 minutes, but we would say like, okay, here you can have 15 minutes to work out. And then you give me 15 minutes to work out later. And, however much time we had available that day. And oh my God, it just totally reframed my way of looking at working out. And, still as a busy mom who does a lot of different things, time still is a commodity. So I've learned to really not waste that time. If I have a block of even 15 minutes that I can work out, great. I use that time. If I have more, even better. So I really value now that workout time, and that mindset shift has been huge for me. So my next strategy is pick an activity you enjoy. Now, this might sound obvious, but most people I know just force themselves to go to the gym and then hate it. So honestly, if you're not doing something that you enjoy, you will not stick with it. It's just a fact. I myself am not a gym person. You might be. If you love the gym, great, do the gym. However, if you're anything like me, gym just doesn't sound like that appealing. However, I am a very physically active person, and anything involving dance and yoga, I love it. So that's what I make the focus of my workouts. I incorporate those things that I love into my workouts, and I mix it up. So if I'm just working out at home, I make sure I have an awesome playlist. I put on my headphones, and I'll usually start warming up with some yoga sequences, some sun salutations, and then I move on to the dance portion of my workout. So I love pole fitness. It's something really fun for me. It's an awesome workout, and I love it so much that during the pandemic, I put a pole in my room. Yes, I know, cue the jokes, ha ha ha. But it really is great. It's my favorite piece of workout equipment. So I also have my little hand weights. I've basically set up my room to be my favorite workout studio. So my room is really set up like my ideal workout studio. I have my yoga mat, I have my weights, I have my pole, I have my headphones and my awesome playlist. And then depending on how much time I have, I incorporate those things. I'll usually warm up with yoga. I'll usually do some weights, and then I'll just start having fun on the pole, doing, trying to master new tricks. I'll put on a song that I like and just dance to it. And, no one's watching. So you get to really just enjoy the experience for you. So I approach working out in the way that a dancer would. You move to the music. You let the music move you. The movement is an expression of the music. So that's just me. That's how I like to work out, especially when I'm working out at home. Of course, if I can get to a dance class, it's great. You know, it doesn't happen all that often because of the busy schedule, but when I can, great. But what I really recommend is making a list of your favorite activities. So often it's really helpful to look at what you enjoyed as a kid, because as a kid, we tend to be more physically active. So if you look at what you enjoyed as a kid, maybe it was roller skating, ice skating, gymnastics. You know, there's so many things that we enjoyed as a kid that still apply now. I always enjoyed dance as a kid. I was obsessed with dance. So it made sense that it's something I would still enjoy now. But I can't stress this enough. Pick an activity you enjoy and you will stick with it. You know, I might use the gym briefly if I'm on a layover for my work as a flight attendant. And even then, I'll usually just go in just to lift their weights, and then I'll actually continue the workout in my room because I prefer working out that way. So my next tip is have an awesome playlist. So it might sound really simple, but honestly, this makes a huge difference in the enjoyment of your workout. A playlist does not have to necessarily be full of what you would consider to be typical workout songs, music you might hear in a gym. It's for you. It should be songs that you love. Do you have those songs that when you hear them, they just make you want to get up and dance? Like, those are the songs that should be on your playlist. And, you know, they can match your mood. Like, you ever have a day where you're just kind of moody? Just me? So those are the songs that you should have on your playlist that day. You know, if I'm having a bit of a day, I'll just play FKA Twigs' Sad Day. And that's my workout song for the moment. But it works for me because I'm in my feelings. I'm using that energy into my workout. So I have an ever-growing playlist on my Apple Music just called Workout. And I just put all the songs there that make me excited to move. And I keep adding to it. And then depending on my mood, you know, I might skip this song or that song. You know, I play whatever I'm feeling in the moment. And it makes a huge difference. So that brings me to my next strategy, which is letting the music move you in your workout. So this is what dancers do. Dancers don't just have steps and then move in time to the music. They are expressing themselves with the music. Their body becomes an extension of the music. It becomes a beautiful self-expression. And this is something that can actually make your workout really meaningful. Even if I'm just lifting weights or doing lunges, I'm not just lifting weight and doing lunges. I put on music that I feel like moving to. And even just those repetitions of lifting the weights or doing those lunges, those are also an expression of the music. And if you're someone who maybe has a little bit of trouble expressing their emotions in everyday life, maybe you're a little bit shy or a little bit reserved, this is an exercise that can actually really help with that, because you're learning to express your emotions in the privacy of your bedroom or wherever you're choosing to work out, you know, just you with yourself, but you're expressing them. And this can start to translate into your life outside of the workout as well. So I found this personally to be a very profound and beautiful way to work out. So moving in this way, moving your body with the music during your workout, it's kind of like journaling, but as a workout. So I highly recommend giving this a try. So my next strategy, which is, I think this just is a game changer. I tell myself I have to just show up for 5 minutes. No matter how high my resistance is that day, I'm tired, I'm in a bad mood, I'm busy, I don't feel like it, whatever my excuse of the moment is, I have to show up on my mat, on my yoga mat for 5 minutes, because I always start my workout as a warm up on my yoga mat. So I have to show up on that yoga mat for 5 minutes. If after 5 minutes, I'm really just not feeling it, it's not happening, I hate it, don't want to be here, okay, I give myself a pass that day. but that is my deal with myself. I have to show up for those 5 minutes. And you know what? Honestly, it's very rare that I don't want to continue after I've overcome that initial resistance. So especially if you're implementing the strategies we're discussing here and making your workout fun, chances are after 5 minutes, you won't want to stop. And you know what? Even if it's just one of those days where you're like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I feel really tired today. I can't. Okay, at least you showed up. And you know something? 5 minutes of movement is always better than 0 minutes of movement. I promise you that. So that leads me to my next strategy, which is don't place too many limitations on your workout. Some days we might have more energy than others. So if you don't have a lot of energy that day, that's fine. Just do a lighter workout. It's still great. If you don't have a whole hour to work out, sometimes I hear people say like, oh, I need an hour to work out or to go to the gym, or it doesn't count. Not true. Yes, it does. Honestly, even if all you have that day is 15 minutes, that is 15 minutes that you moved your body in a positive way. Of course it counts. It is always better to do some workout than no workout. And don't worry so much about the time of day. People think they have to work out in the morning. No. Honestly, some of my best workouts have been at night after my daughter was in bed. If that's the time you have to work out, that's fine. And yes, I have slept well after those workouts. I know there's kind of a myth out there that you won't sleep well if you work out at night. I have never found that to be true personally. Quite the opposite. I just encourage you, you know what? If you intended to work out in the morning, it didn't work out, there were too many things happening. Sometimes the day doesn't really go the way we plan. So it's fine. Just slip it in later on in the day. It's always better to work out than to not work out. So before we go on to the next strategy, I want to tell you about something that I've been using that really helps support my energy and my focus for workouts. So anyone who knows me knows that I really love my coffee in the morning, and that hasn't changed. However, I've been using something for the past few years that really has helped me to lower my intake of coffee/abuse and feel amazing. So my best friend was a little concerned about my overwhelming love of coffee. I mean, I've been drinking it since I was 10 years old. And he introduced me to mud water as an alternative. So I was skeptical at first, but honestly, I really loved it once I tried it. Even before I ever heard about mud water, I had been taking adaptogens. So adaptogens are herbs and mushrooms that support your immune system and promote focus and natural energy. So the cool thing about mud water is it has 4 different adaptogens in it, functional mushrooms, with only a fraction of the caffeine of a cup of coffee. So you get natural energy without the jitters or the crash of coffee. My husband Carlos is extremely sensitive to the effects of coffee, and he only uses mud water in place of coffee. Each ingredient in mud water was added for a purpose. Cacao and chai for a hint of caffeine and hot chocolate-like flavor. Lion's mane for focus. Cordyceps to promote natural energy. And both chaga and reishi to support a healthy immune system. Plus, mud water is Whole30 approved, 100% USDA certified organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, and kosher. Everyone has a different way that they like to drink their mud water, but I love making it as an oat milk latte. I heat a mug of oat milk, I mix a tablespoon of the mud water with a little bit of hot water and stir it all together, and then I like to add a touch of stevia to it, and honestly, it's better than any chai latte you'll buy in a coffee shop. I'm proud to say that I am an affiliate of Mud Water. It's a company and a product that I really believe in and that we use in our home daily. And now you can save $20 off when you subscribe to Mud Water using my link. So you'll get a whole box of great stuff, including a free frother and a sample of their coconut creamer. So go to mudwater.com/mudwatercalmamalia and get $20 off your subscription and claim your freebies. Give it a try. I think you guys are really gonna love it. So that brings me to my final and favorite strategy for making workouts fun. So that is picking a fun goal. When I say fun goal, I don't mean losing 10 pounds in 10 days. That's not fun. I mean picking an actually fun goal, like something that you can work towards. For example, with pole fitness, there's a lot of really difficult moves you can do, different tricks on the pole. And, most of them are really, really hard. So I pick one that I really want to master and I work towards it. And it's exciting because, I want to get to that move and I know I'm going to get there and I'm practicing it every day. And then when I finally master it, I'm like, oh my God, how cool. Look at what I can do. So that's a lot of fun for me. So depending on what the enjoyable activity that you pick, if you're running, maybe you want to work towards a particular marathon that you'd like to participate in, or, running a certain amount of miles, or if you're roller skating, maybe there's a certain competition that you want to be a part of. I mean, whatever the activity that you choose to make the focus of your workouts, I would pick a fun goal within it that has nothing to do with losing weight or gaining a certain amount of muscle, but more of mastery of that activity. And I think that will make it that much more fun and that much more meaningful. And it will make you that much more excited about working out. So I hope that you enjoyed these strategies today. I hope they get you really excited about working out and how much fun it can really be. And if you would like a great free ebook on just some healthy tips and strategies, healthy eating, fitness, supplements, mindfulness, all in one great free ebook. It's especially designed for people with busy schedules, how to fit in a healthy lifestyle into a busy schedule. You can go right here to my website and download that ebook for free. And if you're looking for an accountability buddy for your workouts, for anything else health related, I am a health coach. You can check out my website right here for some information on my health coaching sessions. And if you liked this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps support the channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, guys.